Good morning, everybody. Give me a sec to find myself. Okay, how are you, my beautiful friends? Welcome. It is February 10th. I have to look at the computer to see the date. It is February 10th, 2016, and I'm Robin Link, here kind of early and still a little sleepy, with your energy outlook for the week of February 10th to February 17th. So let's give it just one more second. I see a couple of people popping on the line. While I'm waiting, I just want to remind you about our Facebook group called Spiritual Perfectionists Anonymous. It's a closed Facebook group, and it is where a bunch of us like-minded individuals have banded together and created a community where we support each other in walking our spiritual path and embracing our human imperfections so that we can just stop with all this self-judgment and take some action. All right, so let's get started. So for everybody who just got on, welcome, welcome. I'm Robin Link. Thank you for being here. Let's start with what is the theme for the upcoming week of February 10th to February 17th, 2016. So we're starting with the Angel of Courage. Sometimes I see that card come up for the week and I'm like, oh boy, what's that mean? Is this really going to be a challenging week? But I'm not getting the energy that it's going to be challenging the way things have been. We are going to be pushed again, and this just seems to have been a theme. We're just going to be getting pushed to take some more of those uncomfortable steps that we have been resisting and just kind of sitting in the uncomfortable a little bit. But it's not going to be as harsh, basically, as it's been before. It's going to be more like, oh, I recognize that energy. All right, I know what to do. Let me put on my big girl pants and, and take that step. As opposed to before, where those uncomfortable steps and the challenges and all that have been more like holy shit moments. All right, so I don't really see it as a holy shit week. I see it more as oh, here we go again. Okay, I know what I have to do. Now, part of what's going to also make it easier is so many of you have been doing this. You have been consistently stepping through the challenges and stepping up to them. And you're kind of creating that new habit of knowing what to do when this shows up. Where before you had to figure it all out, and how do I make this happen, and what do I need to do, and getting stuck in the fear and the how. Well, you've had a lot of practice. So there's not going to be a lot of fear and worry about how to do it. So, because like I said, for a lot of you, you've already creating that new habit of stepping up and busting through your fears, which is really awesome. So the next card that comes up is the Angel of Protection. And this is the energy that we have supporting us this week. This is what you can count on to also help you to have the courage to take your steps, do what you need to do, dream your dreams, say yes to the opportunities. You're being reminded. I was listening to something Danielle Laporte said yesterday, and it was very funny. She's like, look, your fear isn't going to kill you. Like, if you fail at something, it's not going to kill you. If you get on stage and you make an ass of yourself, it's not going to kill you. Like, you're not going to die. You're going to live through it, and you'll have to do what you got to do, but but you'll live through it. And so often we get so stuck in that fear and worry about things that we treat it almost as if it's a life-threatening situation. So what I want to remind you is that most of the time, I mean, there are people who are dealing with illness and stuff like that, but most of the time, the stuff that trips us up, man, it's not going to kill us. It's just not. It's going to be uncomfortable if it doesn't happen the way we would like it to happen, but it's not going to kill us, all right? So that's part of what the angel of protection is about this week. It's reminding you that this too shall pass. The challenges will pass, and you're going to survive. And if you choose to learn, we'll say, from the challenges, you will thrive. And how freaking cool is that? So also, the angel of protection is another reminder that, through the fear, through the courage, connect with your light, connect with divinity, shine your light, remember your divine perfection, and again, embrace the human imperfection. It's the human imperfections that make us really interesting, man. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, right? And I know I'm going off a little bit, but I want to say this, but I'm looking at this one piece of hair that's driving me nuts. And so I'm like trying now to get myself to not play with it. And I'm also noticing, my makeup, it doesn't look like I have makeup on and blah, 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 as I'm doing this. Now, I could let that stop me because this video goes up on YouTube and every place else, right? I could let it stop me, or I could choose to shine my light through the fear, through the judgment, and have the courage to deliver the rest of this message to you that you're here to hear. And because that's what's important. And lo and behold, the next card is self-confidence. And self-confidence is the energy this week that's going to be your challenge. You're going to forget. You're going to look and see these same problems that are showing up. And before you have the courage to step through and do what you need to do, and before you remember that you know how to handle it and embrace that and celebrate it, it's likely that you're going to turn around and say, oh man, what am I doing wrong? I must not be getting it right. I must not be doing it good enough. I must not be good enough. Because here this is showing up again. And so what I would like you to consider this week, instead of falling into the lack of self-confidence trap, what I would like you to consider is, what if these similar problems and similar themes are showing up as a way of reinforcing your new habit? Your new habit of knowing how to connect with your light and divinity and shine your light through the fear so that you have the courage to do what it is you want to do. Right? How cool is that? All of this stuff can be turned around so that you can stop making yourself wrong, so you can see it from a different perspective, so you can use it as a tool to move forward instead of a way of holding yourself back, right? So, as your aha coach, I also ask the angels, where are your ahas going to be this week, right? And I love it, because where are our ahas? They are going to be showing up in areas of family. Woohoo, baby. Oh, man, family. That's always a huge challenge. And let me rephrase, that's often a huge challenge for many people. There are so many mixed messages about family and what family is supposed to be and how they're supposed to act and what your life is supposed to look like. Who grew up on the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family? Hello? Yeah. Talk about creating a skewed point of view. Okay. So as far as the ahas in relationship to your family go, what's going to be showing up for you is you're going to be noticing a lot of your belief systems and a lot of your actions aren't based on how you actually feel and what you really believe and what you know to be true. Instead, you're going to see that you are duplicating and replicating stuff from your family, like your mom's beliefs, your mom's actions, your dad's actions, your grandparents, your ancestors, right? So many of the places where we hold ourselves back, it's learned behavior and learned belief systems that don't even really resonate with who you are. You know, they just don't. It's like if you really sit down and you look at some of your challenges and things like, oh, hard work pays off, man. You know what? You live in a world where you have already seen that you don't always have to bust your ass to succeed. There are times when you don't have to. But when you grow up in a family where hard work is a valuable commodity, you don't value what you've achieved when things come easy. And that doesn't serve you, and that's not who you are. Your divinity tells you that things can come easy and still be valuable. Right? So, let's just run through it one more time for the week, okay? And put it all together again. So, the theme of the week is courage, the angel of courage. And they're just here to remind you that you're going to be asked to call on your courage to take some steps again. And also to remember that these steps and these opportunities and these and some of these challenges are going to be repeats. They're going to be repeat themes, okay? And all it is it's giving you the opportunity to support the new actions and habits that you have learned and created over these past few months to shine your light on your fear so that it dissolves, to shine your light on the new behaviors and actions and steps that you already know how to take in order to move through the fear. It's also a reminder to not let these repeats and need for courage bust through and break down your self-confidence. You got this. You got this. You've done it before. You know how to do it. Don't allow it to bust through your self-confidence and put you in that space of fear and worry. And your ahas are going to come in things related to your family. Okay? You're going to see family patterns. You're going to recognize behaviors that aren't yours. You're going to just notice lots of stuff that just doesn't serve you anymore, okay? And that the belief systems don't even align with you. They're not even yours. So with that, I just want to remind you, or I just want to show you this week's Sacred Mister that decided it wanted to come out. And I got to say, I love this because I asked for what wants to be highlighted and showcased before I pull the cards and see what the readings are. So this week is our No Worries Sacred Mister Lemurian Angel Spray. And I love this one. It smells like lavender. Can you, I just sprayed that. Look at that. Can you tune in and feel the energy of that and just feel how peaceful it makes you feel? It's really, this is one of my favorite sprays. It just helps you to dissolve the blocks that keep you from having the peace, the ease, the trust, the letting go of the worry. So it's a phenomenal spray to grab this week when we're talking about the Angel of Courage as being, the theme for the upcoming week. And you can find that on my website at www.robinlinke.com, and it's called the Lemurian Angel Spray. So check it out. It's a really great tool to add to all the other work that you're doing now. And with that, I want to thank you for joining me. I am Robin Link, your AHA coach, and this was your this was your angelic energy forecast for the week of February 10th to February 17th. And remember, have courage, shine your lights. Remember your light. You are confident. Hold on to your confidence. And don't let your family's belief systems overshadow what you know to be true for you. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, my beautiful friends. See y'all next week. Bye-bye.